Hi everybody, thank you for coming back to my channel. And before you even go any further, just please press the like button and subscribe. And I just thank you for coming. And today I am going to do a little demonstration on how I put together a masterboard. You've probably all already seen this. But some people like to rip their paper, and I have done that before, but I prefer to use straight cut edges. And this is a page that I've done, and I just like that look. Just depends on what you want to do. If you like the torn edges, which I have done before and I like it. I just prefer this look, so whatever you prefer, go for it. And so what I do, and I actually picked up this idea from Gail Agostinelli, if any of you watch her. A long time ago, she was showing something that she did, and she had done it in a book. And I thought, ooh, that's a great idea, because then you don't have these masterboards hanging around all over the place. So what I'm doing is I take calendars and put the masterboard on the calendar part. I leave the photo just in case I want to use it. And then if I wanted to use that for anything, I would have the masterboard on the back. If I don't want to use it, then usually what I do is take plain papers and collage them on the back, or just put a big sheet of plain paper on the back for writing. But anyway, here we go. There's really no method to my madness, except I do like to start in the corners like this, and it doesn't really matter, you know, these are all, okay, this is a great way to use up your scraps. I've gone through and depleted a lot of my scraps this way. And what I like to do is take the thin papers, like the digital papers, scrapbook papers, that kind of stuff, you know, music paper, whatever, book page. This is a book page that I had done jelly plate on a jelly plate, or sprayed. I think I sprayed it. So, well, that's kind of pretty too. Could use that side. In fact, I think I will. So anyway, what I like to do is start in the corners and get my corners down first. And I just use a glue stick. And as I'm going, I'm kind of thinking, okay, do I want this? You don't want all the papers to overlap the same way. So some of them you might want to put like on top. So as you're going, if you think, okay, I want to put this one on top, then these that you put underneath, you know, you wouldn't overlap anything on this one, I guess what I'm trying to say. So, and as I started to say, it doesn't really matter if they're color coordinated or if you even like the papers. It's just getting rid of your scraps and getting them down. And then my next video is going to be on how you can zhuzh up your masterboard if you don't like the color combination, because there's all kinds of things you can do to it. So the main thing is just getting your pieces down. And I love doing this in a calendar, because then you've got the calendar all together, the pages are in here, and as you need pages, you can take them out. And so I just stagger them so they're not, you don't want to line them all up. as a point of interest. You know, they look more interesting if you have them staggered around. And you don't really even have to think about, oh, what do I want to put on top? Just get your pieces down, and then as you have more interesting pieces like this one or different ones that you want to think, oh, I might put that on top, just keep those to the side. And you could even cut out shapes, hearts or stars or whatever. Keep them to the side. Like this is a pretty piece, I might have that on top. Just keep that in mind as you're going. And if you've never done a masterboard before, these are kind of addicting. I've done a ton of them. So, and they're really great to use for, you cut them up and you can use pieces of them on top of cards. You can cut them into tags and journaling cards for your journals. And then you would just, you know, decorate the tops of them or whatever. And I'll do a video doing that one of these days too, showing how you can do that. Like I said, you have probably seen all of this before from other people, but this is just something that I wanted to do today, and kind of what I felt like doing. So I'm just going to put this one in the middle because I'll probably, you know, see, it's got something on it. I'm not sure what, but we'll just cover that up. So we'll just kind of put it in the middle. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if all pieces are, you know, straight. I've got some triangles in here and, you know, odd shaped pieces like this. We could even put this down here like this. It would cover up that piece. So let's just go ahead and do that. And I like to use an old book or magazines or something to glue on. And then a lot of people like to use their glue pages for different things. So you can do that too. Let them dry. You could set them aside, let them dry, and reuse them if you want to. So I pretty much cut out all my pieces ahead of time because I didn't think you'd want to sit here and watch me cut out pieces for 15 minutes. So I just cut them out ahead of time. And also, some people like to, and I've done this before also, ink the edges of your pieces. It's more time consuming, but it is a different look. And if that's what you want, you can do that also. It just takes a little more time. But, you know, it's all up to you what you want to do. I mean, this is just a different way to use your creativity and slap some paper down and get something. If you come across a time, you know, where you just kind of lost your mojo and you're just not sure what to do, this is a great thing to do. It's mindless, as Bill and Tracy say on Mindless Crafting all the time. Just do it. Just go for it. This is the inside of envelopes. So I don't know if you do this, but I keep a lot of my envelopes that come in the mail, especially when they have interesting inside to them. And I turn them out, I turn them inside out sometimes, use them, recreate them as an envelope in my journals, and it's really a cool look. And so yeah, there's that too. that on the top here. And so like I said, this is just kind of a mindless thing to do. You could even watch somebody's video while you're doing this, and unless you're like me and not very good at multitasking, and then I get in trouble when I try to do that. So there's no way I'm going to use all these pieces, but we'll get as many down here as we can. I want to try to keep my videos under 20 minutes because, at least for now, because I live in a rural area and it takes forever for my videos to load up. Like the last video I had done was 17 minutes, I think, and it took almost 2 hours to load up. And so there's that. And so sorry, I'm saying a lot. I just realized that. That's not very good. There we go again. Oh gosh. Okay, so here we go. A couple more pieces and we'll have her done. And then I'll show you something else that I do inside of a calendar, which is really cool. Okay, this piece here, I think I'm just gonna put on the top here. And it may get cut up anyway, because a lot of times what I do is just turn it over and cut it. And then when you turn it over, you just kind of get a surprise as to what you've got. So put that one on there. I mean, you can layer this up a little bit. It doesn't have to be all just one layer, but it's just a matter of your own preference, what you want to do. So basically, that is it. Now, normally when these dry, I will kind of bend them like this, and if there are any loose edges or corners or anything, they'll pop up, and so you just put a little more glue under there. So, oh, we missed a little corner down here. I knew there was a piece I was missing, but okay. Now I think it's done. I don't think there's any pieces missing. So that's our finished page. It started out like this, just blank. So there's another one that I did. I think this came out of another calendar. And I have one here that I've been putting clusters in, and this is a great idea too, to put when you make clusters for journals, or even you could put these on cards. I just put a little strip of my tape runner on here to keep them down, because you can easily pull them up. As you can see, I've pulled up several, but you could keep your clusters in here. Let me know if you want to see something making clusters, because these are really easy too, and this is a great way also to use your this is a great way to use your paper up, your scraps and all that. So this is how I keep them. inside of a calendar. See, all your pieces are here. All you have to do is go in here and say, oh, that will look really good in the journal I'm doing right now. Just rip it out and use it. So there you go. That is my video for today. Look at there, I kept it under 20 minutes. So I thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by. Please hit that like button and subscribe. I would love to have you as a subscriber. And please, very important, leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. And for some reason, YouTube likes that when they see likes and comments. All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I will see you soon. Bye.